Hey guys, Peyton Snarek here again, and this is another Goosebumps books dig-ins, um, 11 out of 62. So yeah, it's been like a couple weeks since I did these kind of videos. I'm sorry, I just haven't been feeling like reading lately. I don't know why. I just haven't been. I hope you guys can see me. I always double check. So, but anyway, but here's the 11th book that I finally finished, and like again, I'm sorry I took so long. If you guys really care about these videos, which I don't think anyone does, but anyway, this is book number 11 that I just finished tonight, and the thing is, this book was the very first ever episode that was ever aired on television. And if you are a Goosebumps fan, you've seen all the Goosebumps episodes, you know the show, you know what the pilot episode is then, because it is The Haunted Mask. Yes. So, and you know, this one is always, when everyone mentions the Goosebumps episodes or the TV show, this is the first thing that basically comes up is this episode, The Haunted Mask, which, and the weird thing is, there's never been a DVD release for this episode. I mean, because like, you know, they were doing, there's only a VHS of this, and that's it. But I mean, but the second one, The Haunted Mask 2, has the DVD release, but this one doesn't. That's kind of weird. But because what they were doing first was they were releasing out like the Goosebumps DVDs with just like one episode, maybe two, which is the color DVDs. Then for a little while they were doing the ones with like the colored ones with decorations around it, like spiders or the letter G for the Goosebump thing, bats maybe, no, all that kind of shit. But then they were starting to do like some of the ones that will probably have like 3, maybe 4 episodes in them. But it's kind of weird that, but not all the episodes have been released. Well, only one episode has not been released on either VHS or DVD at all, which is the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. But there's 2 episodes that's only been released on VHS, which is this one and my favorite episode, which is the Werewolf Skin. I was going to say Werewolf Fever Swamp. But that's how on DVD and VHS the Werewolf Fever Swamp is. But for some reason, only the UK has all the seasons on DVD. Even this one, Cuckoo Clock of Doom and Werewolf Skin. It's kind of weird. But anyway, let me get into this one, shall we? Now, I did read this one before, and well, basically the book basically goes like the same exact pattern as the episode does, except there is a couple things that is different. Like in the beginning of the book. Well, you know what? Let me tell you what it's about. This one is basically about this girl named Carly Beth, who is always, she's basically a scaredy cat, and she gets scared easily, and then one Halloween night, not night, but she decides that she's sick and tired of like dressing up so cute, and this time that she wanted to be scary, and she ends up going to this like basically there's like these two boys that basically pick on her. But yet it's her friends as well, named Chuck and Steve, and um, and she ends up going to this new party store that's been, or Halloween store, or whatever. Um, and she ends up going in there, and she ends up finding the haunted mask, and the guy, the shopkeeper, does not want her to buy it, and he keeps saying it's not for sale, and she just keeps being like, come on, man, please, 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 I just need something very scary that looks scary, and he's just like, okay, you're making a big mistake, little girl, but okay. But then as Halloween begins, she wears the mask and she starts scaring people, and basically shit happens, which I don't really want to get into like much detail, but I might, because which leads me to my next point. The differences, which, like I said, there's only probably like a couple of things that are different than from the episode, but I mean, but it basically goes to the same pattern. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know what I mean. I like the book, yes. I think I like the episode a little better. I don't know. I just, that first episode was like my childhood, and I don't know. I always really kind of liked the episode because the music was great, and I thought everything about it was great. But what was different about this? It was well, in the beginning, right away in the beginning of the episode, it has Carly Beth. Well, she has a friend named Sabrina. Same thing in this. They see this new store. They don't go in. They just look. They just look in. They just look at the building. Then they go find a pumpkin, and Carly Beth's friends Chuck and Steve scare her by dressing up. It's like a jack-o'-lantern or something like that. But in the book, it starts out with her being at lunch, and Chuck and Steve basically put a worm in her sandwich. And then everyone starts laughing. And the setting was different as well. It was inside the school. But in the episode, well, the episode, it basically had that, but the setting was outside. And what was and another thing that was where Carly Beth scares the crap out of Chuck and Steve. The setting was different. In the episode, the setting took place at the graveyard, and Carly Beth hit her this plaster of Paris, I guess that's what it's called, a head, because her mother made her like this plaster of Paris head of her because she loved her, basically. But and she basically buries it in the ground at the cemetery. In the book, she scares she scares the boys at, I think it was like at this guy's house. And well, I think she accidentally drops the head, and it rolls into a hedge. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this. But I mean, I kind of liked it. I mean, it was very creepy, but it like I said, it just about goes the same pattern, like same direction as the episode. So but yeah. But anyway, guys, but that was my Goosebump book review for this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And I'll try to do that South Park review on probably tomorrow. So yeah, see ya.